Today's request for Jimmy Eat World the Middle comes from an old friend, Sienna. Sienna and I go way back to a simpler time when our fathers were but hardworking Tangelo farmers. So when I heard from her, how could I say no? But before we get into the song, I would like to take this opportunity to extend gratuitous thanks to Mr. Ross Denisco for signing up for the Patreon supporter of the Cause Club. Ross, thank you so much for your monthly pledge of turtle food money. If you would like to know how to feed my turtles, the link, of course, will be in the description. Step 1, put your bad self into drop D, so your low E string is now your low D string. Then we have the intro to deal with. Grab D4 and pluck it twice, followed by A5 9 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Back to D4 for 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now down to D2 for twice, and then A4 for 14. 14. Then 8 times back up on A5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 more times on A4. 5, 6, 7, 8. And 16 times back up on A5. 16. I'm a good counter. Here we go, nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. I'm a good counter, but not a good finger on the fret putter. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One of the many cool things about drop D tuning is if you strum the open, now D, A, and D strings, the dad strings, you get a big low, no hands, D power chord, and by extension, if you press those strings down in any fret, you get some power chord. So for this song, we're going to use low D, A on the 7th fret, and G on the 5th fret. And during the intro, while the lead guitar is doing the 5-14 thing, we're going to be playing D. Notice the light palm mute. A. G. D. So that's our progression. D, A, G, D, and in the verse 2. Hey! 7th fret. 5th fret, open, and it starts and ends on open, so after open, open. 7, 5, open, and here you crescendo. There's a lead guitar in the second half of the first verse, and it's pretty hard to hear, but it's something along the lines of grab G7, and we're going to have open D string ringing out the whole time, and you're going to go 7, 6, 7, 4, 2, 6, 7. Into the chorus. Great news. The chord progression for the choruses is exactly the same as the chord progression for the verses. So you can keep doing your low D, your A on the 7th fret, and your G on the 5th fret, but I'm going to, and I do hear it in the mix, switch to open chords. Number 2 most awesome thing about being in drop D is when we play D, normally we only strum from the D string down. But since we are now in drop D, the whole guitar is fair game. A is going to be the same. You're only going to strum 5 strings because there's no D note in an A chord. And when you switch to G, you don't get to use your used to be E string anymore. So you're just going to do 3/4 of your G shape and don't strum the low D string. The important thing to note after you've done your big crescendo into the chorus is that the first thing you do in the chorus is you don't do anything. It's a 1-beat rest. So like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. Don't make it a short note and stop it. Just stop it. It is not a staccato. You want to hear absolutely nothing there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. And then it's one beat rests. You can go ahead and accent the second beat from each of those chords, but we do want to hear the chord on that first beat. So one more time, gonna say 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, into the next verse. The second chorus is twice as long as the first chorus, so you guessed it, both first Ds get the one beat rest treatment. For the solo, the rhythm part finally changes. We're going to play A. You can play open chord A or power chord A. You choose. I'm going to play power chords. I don't know. A. Ba-da-da-da-da-da, D. Ba-da-da-da-da. A. D. Ba-da-da-da-da-da, G. Da-da-da-da-da-da, D. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da, D. I mean A. While the solo may seem impossible and daunting, it's not so bad once you get into it. It's a series of hammer-ons and pull-offs that make the fastness, the swiftness of it possible. So let's grab B, 2, 3, 2 open with just one pluck. And then same thing, one pluck on G, 2, 4, 2 open. D is going to be 4, 5, 4 open. And A is going to be the same thing, 4, 5, 4 open. So here we go, nice and slow. 2, 3, 2, open. 2, 4, 2, open. 4, 5, 4, open. 4, 5, 4, open. Start, slow and get faster and faster as you get more comfortable. Next part. After that madness, you grab A7, 5, 4, 5, then 7, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, 7, 5, open, D. So. Do it again. But from there, we're going to play that A5 again. 7, 9, 10. Now I like to switch to the D string here. 7, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, 7, 5, 4, 5, 4, open, which gives you time to switch to the G string. 7, 9, 11, 12. But we can hear this D string ringing out as well while we do that, since D's always the right note in this song. So 7, 9, 11, 12. And then the epic part, B15, 14, 12, 10, 8, 7, 5, 3, 2, open. Going into the last verse section, of course, there's a synth taking care of that first chord, the D chord, if you don't have a synth in your band. I like to play the D harmonics on the D, G, and B string 7th fret. And then you'll come back in on the A chord, and that whole verse is as normal, so let's just go into the last chorus here, which is twice as long. The first half of it is regular. But the second half, they all get the one beat rest except for the last one. Da-da-da-da. And that's it for The Middle by Jimmy Eat World. Sienna, I wish you the best of luck on this endeavor of yours. I believe you have got a performance of some kind with our mutual enemy, Travis. Just kidding, Travis. Everybody else, thank you so much for being here. I hope you found that helpful and a good time, and I will see you next time with more stuff. Goodbye.